Coming up on CPTV, the old sheriff house and jail hosts their annual haunted house. CP constructs a new brick patio around the courthouse, and roughly only 50% of our student population will notice where all these flies are located. CPTV is up next. Hi, I'm Olivia Bianco. Welcome to CPTV. Sebastian Zanowitz will have your 5-day weather forecast, and Jean Cleric will bring us CP sports highlights. Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School. If you notice new brickwork around the courthouse, you're not alone. The city recently completed the installation of the legacy bricks around the courthouse. Here's CPTV's Sam Massey with more.
The city of Crown Point has gone under major renovations in the past few months. Of these renovations, one of the newest additions was the legacy brick patio. The bricks were donated by members of the community.
What a great thing for Crown Point that we have a new patio outside of the courthouse. A lot of people want to get married here, and they'll have maybe a spot to do it outside when the weather is permitting. I think it's a great thing. Families can enjoy it year-round, weather permitting, and I'm really happy they did that.
I think it's great. I think it's a affordable way to memorialize someone that you love that's passed. I think it helps keep the memory of folks that lived around this area alive.
Well, they are memorial bricks. People bought these bricks for $100 a piece to memorialize family members or clubs, organizations. They were actually all around the square here. And when the city took up those bricks, they stored them and then brought us about 4 pallets of bricks to put down in this new patio. The city came up with the plan for the patio, and we liked it, so that's how it began.
The patio will host many things, from weddings to social gatherings to celebrations. We expect to see more things from the city soon. This is Sam Massey from CPTV.
High school is full of tests, quizzes, assignments, and homework. While the stress and time management of keeping up with classwork and extracurriculars is often overwhelming for students, some students have to deal with the added pressure of working after school and on weekends. Here's CPTV's ROCCO JANN with more.
In recent years, more and more students have sought employment in the workforce for various reasons. Whether it be for rising college costs or financial reasons, American students everywhere have been putting in the extra work to ensure their own stable futures. Crown Point students are no exception to this trend, as they have shown to be committed to the job responsibilities that they possess outside of their schoolwork. And this new combination of responsibilities inside and outside of school has shown to affect students in various different ways.
Since I've started working here, my time management has definitely gotten better, because most days I will be here working, and then right after I have to get right on homework or any essays or anything I have due soon. And it's always free Wi-Fi, discount coffee, so it always helps me study.
I work at Carriage Court Pizza. I make pizzas. I definitely have a lot less time, especially with theater. I've had to work a lot less, but it also makes me realize that I have to plan things ahead so that I can request days off.
I work for the Crown Point Parks Department. I make people's food and help people answer their questions. I feel like I have way less time because I work 2 out of the 2 or 3 days a week.
Safe to say, it will be interesting to see how students deal with both work and school responsibilities. From CPTV, I'm ROCCO JANN.
Okay, so this next story might only pertain to roughly half of CPHS students, but it's interesting nonetheless. At the beginning of the school year, students who use urinals in the restrooms were greeted by flies. Yes, flies. Not live flies, but rather decals of flies intentionally placed.
It was a combination of things. It was teacher Kelly Nelson had sent me on Facebook an idea of the flies. So we took it a step further, went to Mrs. Top. She printed the decals, so it was a group effort. And it was an idea that originated back in Denmark. Public bathrooms are always a problem. They're never clean. The idea was to place the fly decal in there so gentlemen would have better aim, less spillage on the floor, less cleanup for janitors and custodial staff, and that's it.
Yeah, first time I saw the fly was probably like a month ago, and the first time I ever saw it, I thought it was real. And then I thought it was a prank, like I thought kids did it, but then I realized janitors did it. So, but no, I don't really aim for it because I'm not a weirdo and I don't miss, so.
Oh yeah, first time I walked in there, I definitely thought it was real, and I always try aiming for it because it never goes away, so might as well.
Different areas for different students possess different problems. The E-wing has been a problem area because of freshmen. Youth and immaturity breeds a mess. Other areas, the junior area, the senior area, those are a little more tidy. You guys appreciate a cleaner bathroom, and it makes it easier for us to clean up for you to do our job so that you guys have a safe, clean atmosphere to take care of your business.
We've come to expect cold on Halloween here in Northwest Indiana, but this year there are reports that snow is possible. Here's CPTV's Sebastian Zenowitz with your forecast.
We have had a couple chilly days throughout October, but overall, not too bad. So what can we expect for the last week of this month? Well, you probably felt it this morning. Temps dropped 10 degrees overnight, and now we are cloudy with the forecasted high of 43. Your Wednesday will look something like this. At noon, it will remain partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers and a high near 42. By 3 o'clock, the skies will remain partly cloudy with the chance for rain still not out of the question, and the high will be near 36. The temperature will continue to drop throughout early this evening into the night, and we will hit a low of 32. For your 5-day forecast, on Thursday, Halloween will be chilly for the trick-or-treaters, while temps remain chilly, and surprisingly, we could see a slight chance of snow showers later on in the evening. On Friday, the snow showers should move out of the area and sunny skies will move in, but it will be cold once again with a high near 37. For most of this week, the temperature should remain around the mid-30s, so still carry those jackets and hats with you. As we head into the weekend, Saturday's high will be around 36 with partly cloudy skies, and Sunday will be a little cooler with a high around 35. Monday, temps could drop down to a low of 34. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Have a great week. Olivia?
Well, hopefully we aren't heading for an early winter. Thanks, Sebastian. Boys cross country and volleyball are rolling on this postseason. Here's Jean Kalerick with your CP Sports highlights.
Both the boys and girls cross country teams traveled to New Prairie High School last Saturday. The boys came out on a mission to win the semi-state title, and they did just that, with 3 runners placing in the top 15. Senior Gino Cristofanelli led the Dogs with a top 2 overall finish with a time of 15 minutes and 40 seconds. Junior Quentin Bach took 6th overall, running for a time of 16 minutes and 15 seconds, and junior Cole Simmons took 13th, finishing up with a time of 16 minutes and 29 seconds. The team tallied overall a 93-point total, which was good enough to beat Valpo with 107 and Chesterton with 112. The boys will have 18 runners this weekend in the state final in Terre Haute. The girls also traveled to New Prairie High School on Saturday. Junior Jalen Burgos showed well for Crown Point, placing 9th individually with a time of 19 minutes and 9 seconds. The team placed 9th overall with a score of 240 points. Burgos will be the only runner for CP in the state finals this weekend. The volleyball team traveled to LaPorte on Saturday, seeking their 4th regional title in 5 years. The Munster Mustangs were the first team to stand in the way of CP. The Bulldogs started out slow, dropping the first set 20-25, but they came back to win the next 2 sets with scores of 25-20 and 25-21. Munster took the 4th set with a 21-25 score, but the Dogs ultimately won the match in the final set with a score of 19-17. The ladies would get a 4-hour break in between matches to prepare to play Penn for the championship game. The Dogs picked up right where they left off, defeating Penn in the first 2 sets 25-18 and 25-23. Penn would then counter to pull off a 23-25 win in set 3, but the Dogs would close out the match in the 4th set with a loud 25-15 win. Senior Savannah Chacon led the team with a game-high 37 digs. Seniors Maddie Banter and Hannah Wold added 20 and 15 kills respectively. Semi-state will be this Saturday night against Hamilton Southeastern at Frankfort High School at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Central Time. And that's it for sports.
The old Sheriff's House and Jail here in Crown Point are in their 10th year of presenting a haunted house to raise funds to preserve the buildings. CPTV's Lexi Seamounts and Elise Hawkbaum took social studies teacher Chris MIKRUT and his family through the criminally insane haunted house while learning more about the historic site.
The foundation that owns the Sheriff's House and Jail is a Restoration Preservation Foundation, and our goal is to keep working on this, restore it, So all the money we make from all of our events goes right back into the jail for restoration. Our haunted house is the biggest event that we do every year. We're going into our 10th year, and it's amazing the amount of support we get from the community and outside of the community, and the money that we're able to make to keep restoring the jail. Uh-oh, we have company.
Hi! Hi!
Some of the characters you might meet if you come up to our haunted house. Come have fun with them.
We had a great time tonight. Super scary. The hallways are really narrow, so it made it really cool. And I think the scariest part was when we were walking through some tubes. It was dark, and it was an awesome time.
In my opinion, I think the scariest part was when it was a green and you couldn't see the floor, and then like someone was trying to like scare us. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it was pretty scary too. I was holding on to Josie the whole time, and she was dropping her coat, and the whole thing was pretty scary, especially when they were targeting my name.
The house will be open for one more weekend from 7 to 11 p.m. Admission is $10. Student Council will assist the Red Cross in hosting a blood drive on Friday, November 15th from 7:30 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. in the Fieldhouse. Interested students should sign up with Student Council to donate blood. Finally, a reminder that Crown Point High School will have a half-day tomorrow, October 30th. The schedule will have students attending all classes with a dismissal at 11:07 a.m. That's it for today's show. Thank you for tuning in and being with us. Remember, you can view all of our past episodes on crowntownmedia.org. You can also follow us on Twitter at CPTV Media. For Jean Koleric, Sebastian Zenowitz, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Olivia Bianco. See you soon.